Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that your body doesn't feel like it's slowly shutting down anymore. Your joints don't scream at you when you stand up. Your balance feels steady instead of shaky. Your breathing feels deeper, calmer. And for the first time in a long time, you feel confident that your body is still on your side. Now let me ask you something very important. If you're over 60, what if I told you that just one simple daily exercise could realistically add years of healthy, independent living to your life? Not years stuck in a chair or relying on others, but years where you can walk, travel, play with your grandchildren, and wake up feeling capable instead of cautious. Stay with me, because today I'm going to share the one daily exercise that research, doctors, and longevity experts quietly agree may be the closest thing we have to a fountain of youth for people over 60. Now before you roll your eyes and think, here we go again, another complicated workout or something I can't do, let me stop you right there. This is not a gym workout. It's not extreme. It doesn't require fancy equipment, expensive memberships, or painful movements. In fact, chances are you've done a version of it before in your life without even realizing how powerful it really is. And yet, this one movement directly impacts your heart, your muscles, your bones, your balance, your brain, and even your lifespan. That's not hype. That's physiology. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody likes to talk about. After 60, it's not aging itself that takes away our independence. It's inactivity. It's sitting too much, moving too little, and slowly letting our muscles, balance systems, and cardiovascular health fade away. Most people don't lose their strength all at once. They lose it quietly. One year you stop taking the stairs. Another year you stop walking long distances. Another year you start holding onto furniture. And before you know it, your world gets smaller. The good news is that the body is incredibly forgiving, even after 60, even after 70, and sometimes even after 80, if you give it the right signal. That signal is walking. Yes, simple, intentional daily walking. But not just any walking. Not wandering around the house for a minute or two. I'm talking about purposeful walking done the right way, at the right intensity, with the right mindset. Walking is the most underestimated longevity exercise on the planet, especially for seniors. And today I want to show you why walking, when done consistently, may add up to 10 healthy years to your life. Let's talk about your heart for a moment. Heart disease remains one of the leading causes of death worldwide, especially in people over 60. What walking does is gently strengthen your heart without overwhelming it. When you walk daily, your heart learns to pump more efficiently. Your blood vessels become more flexible. Your blood pressure gradually lowers. Your circulation improves, which means more oxygen and nutrients reach every part of your body, including your brain. And the best part is, walking does this without putting excessive strain on your joints like running often does. Now let's talk about muscles because this is critical. After 60, we naturally lose muscle mass if we don't actively use it. This is called sarcopenia, and it's one of the biggest predictors of falls, fractures, and loss of independence. Walking activates the largest muscle groups in your body, your legs, hips, and core. Every step you take sends a message to your muscles saying, stay alive, stay strong, stay useful. Over time, daily walking helps preserve muscle strength, coordination, and endurance, all of which are essential for everyday activities like getting out of a chair, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries. And here's something most people don't realize. Walking is also one of the best bone-strengthening exercises for seniors. Bones respond to impact and load. When you walk, your bones receive gentle, repeated signals that help slow down bone loss and reduce the risk of osteoporosis. This is especially important if you're over 60 and worried about fractures. A simple daily walk can help keep your bones denser and more resilient than sitting ever will. Now let's talk about balance, because balance is freedom. Poor balance is one of the biggest reasons older adults fall, and falls can change lives in seconds. Walking challenges your balance in a safe, natural way. With every step, your body practices shifting weight, stabilizing your core, and coordinating movement between your brain and muscles. Over time, this improves your proprioception, your body's awareness of where it is in space. That's a big reason why people who walk regularly tend to move more confidently and fall less often. But the benefits don't stop at the body. Walking is incredible for your brain. Studies have shown that regular walking improves memory, attention, and overall cognitive function. It increases blood flow to the brain and stimulates the release of growth factors that support brain cells. For people over 60, this is huge. Walking has been linked to lower risk of dementia, improved mood, and reduced anxiety. If you've ever noticed that you feel clearer, calmer, and more positive after a walk, that's not your imagination. That's your brain responding to movement. Let's talk about inflammation for a moment. Chronic inflammation is at the root of many age-related diseases, including heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and even some cancers. Daily walking helps reduce inflammation throughout the body. It improves insulin sensitivity, helping control blood sugar levels. It supports your immune system. And over time, it creates an internal environment that's much more supportive of long-term health and longevity. Now you might be thinking, okay, walking sounds great, but how much do I need to do? Here's the beautiful part. You don't need to walk for hours. You don't need to exhaust yourself. Consistency matters far more than intensity. For most people over 60, starting with just 15 to 20 minutes a day is enough to begin seeing benefits. As your endurance improves, you can gradually work up to 30 minutes or more. What matters is that you do it most days of the week. And let me be very clear about something important. Walking should feel purposeful, not rushed, not exhausting, but not lazy either. You want a pace where you can still talk, but you're slightly out of breath. Your arms should swing naturally. Your posture should be tall, chest open, eyes forward. This kind of walking gently challenges your cardiovascular system while remaining safe and sustainable. Now let's talk about fear, because I know some of you are thinking, I'm afraid I'll hurt myself, or I'm too weak to start. That fear is understandable, but here's the truth. Walking is one of the safest exercises you can do. You can start where you are. If all you can manage today is 5 minutes, that's perfect. 5 minutes today is infinitely better than 0. Tomorrow, maybe it's 6. Progress happens quietly when you're consistent. Another powerful benefit of walking is that it supports joint health rather than destroying it. Movement brings lubrication to your joints. It strengthens the muscles around them, taking pressure off the joints themselves. Many people with arthritis actually experience less pain when they walk regularly, not more. The key is gentle, consistent movement, not forcing or pushing through sharp pain. Now let's talk about something deeply emotional. Independence. One of the greatest fears people have as they age is losing their independence. Walking is independence training. Every step you take is an investment in your ability to move through the world on your own terms. It's not just exercise. It's a declaration that your life is still active, meaningful, and worth caring for. Walking also has a powerful social and emotional component. You can walk with a friend, a spouse, or even a group. You can walk in nature, which adds additional mental health benefits. Sunlight helps regulate your sleep and vitamin D levels. Nature reduces stress and improves mood. Walking becomes not just exercise, but a ritual, a daily gift you give yourself. Now I want to address a common mistake people make. They think walking only counts if it's long or intense. That's simply not true. Short walks add up. 3 10-minute walks spread throughout the day can be just as beneficial as one 30-minute walk. The goal is to reduce long periods of sitting and remind your body that it was designed to move. Let's talk about longevity, because that's what this video is really about. Studies consistently show that people who walk regularly live longer and, more importantly, live better. They spend fewer years dealing with disability. They maintain mobility and independence longer. They have lower rates of chronic disease. When experts talk about adding healthy years to life, walking is always near the top of the list. And here's something beautiful. Walking doesn't decline with age the way many other exercises do. You can walk at 60. You can walk at 70. You can walk at 80. And you can adapt it to your abilities at every stage. That's what makes it so powerful. It grows with you. Now let me speak directly to you for a moment. If you're over 60 and you've been feeling tired, stiff, or discouraged, this is not the end of your story. Your body is still listening. It still responds to care. it still adapts. And something as simple as a daily walk can begin a chain reaction of positive changes you may not even expect. You might notice better sleep. Many people over 60 struggle with sleep, and walking helps regulate your circadian rhythm. You might notice improved digestion. You might notice that your mood lifts and your confidence returns. These are not small things. These are life-changing improvements. Now imagine yourself 1 year from today. You've made walking a daily habit. You move with more ease. You trust your body more. You feel steadier, stronger, and more alive. That future version of you doesn't come from one dramatic decision. It comes from one simple daily choice. So here's my gentle challenge to you. Starting today, commit to walking every day in whatever way feels safe and doable for you. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Put on comfortable shoes, step outside or walk indoors, and move with intention. Let your body remember what it's capable of. If this message resonates with you, if you believe that aging doesn't have to mean slowing down into frailty, then walking can be your anchor. It's not flashy. It's not trendy. But it works. And sometimes the most powerful things are the simplest. If you found this helpful, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to the channel for more honest, practical advice on staying strong, healthy, and independent after 60. Remember, it's never too late to start. One step today can truly change the next 10 years of your life.